Hello, everybody! My name's Ardendris, and welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. We're into the holiday season, so we're getting to the point where I start to bulk record a little bit, because I recorded the previous episode only like 12 hours, not even 12 hours ago at this point, only like 8 hours ago. I only record 2 times in a day when holidays come up, and Thanksgiving's just a couple days away, so I need to record at least one preemptively. But anyways, last time we started off in Palace because we followed Kasumi into there because we got dragged into Mementos or into the palace together. So basically, we started making our way through there. It we only went to the very basics, like we hopped over a fence, ran across some roofing, and then we heard Kasumi talking to someone, so we were jumping around some pillars to get past a locked door. But eventually, after some running about, we managed to track her down, and she was speaking to someone who very easily could have been her twin, so I'm gonna assume that was probably her sister. But, then a giant shadow appeared and accidentally got rid of what I'm going to assume is the cognitive version of her sister. I'm wondering whose palace this might be. I might have some guesses as to that point. But this shadow appeared and started causing mayhem, was about to attack Kasumi when we showed up to try and give her a hand. But she didn't really need it because she awakened her persona. Uh, it was like Cendrillon? Or something like that. It was the name for Cinderella in a different language. I don't remember if it was French. I feel like it should have been French, but I don't remember right now. And she's not going to be in stats screen, so I can't double check that either. But anyways, she awakened her persona, and she got some backup from Joker and Morgana, and the foe went down no problem. And then we booked it out of the palace, as we tend to do upon awakening someone's persona. So basically, she got filled in on everything. She got the invite to the Phantom Thieves and turned us down for now so that she could focus on herself and her gymnastics, because she has some stuff to work through. But if anything pops up in the future where we might need her hand, we can bet that we will probably get the help. Plus, we know from the very beginning of the game that she does not stop entering palaces. She appeared in, like, the opening intro to help us when we were, like, cornered. So we know she's gonna pop up again at some point. And that question mark palace exists 100% for a reason. We're 100% going back. Anyways, other than the Kasumi stuff, just a couple of confidants. Like, we did Maruki's rank 9. We were having one final conversation with him. The paper is more or less done. He has some finishing touches, and then it needs to be peer-reviewed, and then he wants to help use his research to help make our life better. Or he said something along those lines, which kind of got a question mark from us. And he talked about how his girlfriend slash his fiance was, like, attacked in, like, a home burglary, and he blamed himself, and she was severely messed up from it, so we learned a bit more about him. Other than that, we did... What did we do? We spent time with Makoto so that we can get her next rank next time we can, and that was it? I think that might be it. Most of last episode was exploring this new palace. Anyways, moving on. We've done the TV and the plant thing. We're pretty close to kindness, and proficiency is now up to 4.
Oh.
We're going to be calling Kawakami. Just to make sure, do I still have a temperance persona? I do not. So let me go grab a temperance persona, then we're going to do Kawakami's 9th rank. Okay, persona acquired. Now let's actually read the text thing straight. Hey, something unbelievable just happened. It's so surprising. I don't even know where to begin. There's something I want to ask you about as well. You'll request me today, won't you? I feel like you can words are hard. Yeah, anyways, Koba Tengu, Temperance Persona. I feel like Bamba Bomb will grow stronger soon. Requester. We have plenty of money from our recent adventures. Thanks. Just stay put in your room. I'm gonna go lock up. See you later.
Hey
I'm
there.
Sojiro. I'm so glad you requested me. I have big news. The Kase-kun's guardians came to my house today and apologized to me. They told me I won't have to send any more money, and that they'll return everything I paid them. It's like they're completely different people, like what happened to Mr. Kamoshida. Hey, you wouldn't be, anyway, it's such a relief. Oh yeah, she knows we're a Phantom Thieves, and she's just not gonna push it right now. They apologized about Takase-kun and admitted that what they did was terrible. They even told me that I am a good teacher. And so, I decided to really quit my part-time maid job today. Wow, words are hard. And I've been talking to my boss about it ever since I was hospitalized. It took a while to work out who would cover my shifts. I didn't want to inconvenience anyone.
Well,
Now I can finally make a fresh start as a teacher. I can take care of my students and earn their trust. That's the ideal teacher I aspire to become. I bet I'll be an old woman by the time I achieve my dreams. Aren't you old already? You may be right. Nonsense. Yeah, you're right. I'm still within the demographic age range of what's considered young. I was always able to rely on you, Master. You helped me come to a lot of realizations because you were such a good listener. Thanks again. Oh, dang. Huh?
thank you for using our service.
Oh my. Today marks the day I graduate from being your maid. Thank you for your service. Oh, thank you for your hard work as a master. I feel a deepened connection with Kawakami. Rank 9 Temperance. One more rank, and then we can just not care about going into palaces and still have nighttime events. That would be so good.
All right.
Rank 9, Arcana Burst, all that stuff.
So,
At any rate, what are you going to do once I stop coming here? Can you handle the cleaning on your own? I'm pretty worried about the state this place is in. I feel like you don't put much thought into your diet either. All curry all the time. Besides, won't you be lonely? Hmm? Oh, sorry. Not really. Is this the, like, romance option question? I really hope it's not. I want to keep seeing you, I guess. It made the romance option with Takemi, like, very, very obvious. I really hope it does that for all confidants and I don't mess up by doing the romance for someone I don't want to. I want to keep seeing you. We'll go with it. I take it you get lonely easily. But you shouldn't say stuff like that so casually, okay? Some women may misunderstand your intentions. I should choose my words carefully. You don't want to give anybody the wrong idea. That could really hurt someone. Got it. I mean what I say is almost surely the romance option. No, got it. I got it. I'll be more careful. That was pretty honest of you. You're quite the problem child, but you're still a good person. I'll protect you as your homeroom teacher. Oh, and of course, I'll keep my initial promise too. The one about slacking off in class.
see you later.
I'll see you at school. Bum, 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 bum. Hi, thanks for today. On my way home, I remembered everything. All the old memories from when I decided to become a teacher. Like when I was going through the courses for it, or my first year as a teacher. Back then, I would have done anything for my students. I felt like I was capable of anything. But somewhere along the way, I forgot all about that. Reigniting your original resolve is easier said than done. You can do it. Thanks. Somehow, when I hear it from you, it makes me feel like I can do anything. Weird, huh? From now on, I'll support you as your teacher, so you can rely on me as much as you want, okay? You got it. That's all I wanted to say. Okay, I'll see you at school. Good night. Night, Kawakami. Yeah, I was never gonna go down the romance option with Kawakami. Like, ignoring the fact that there are other characters I would rather romance, and I know that, I know slight spoiler things that things do not go well if you romance everyone. So I'm we're only going to romance one character. It's probably going to be Kasumi. I thought she was a romance option. Obviously, there's more to do with Kasumi. Like, Kasumi's thing's not done yet. But it was never going to be Kawakami. It was never going to be Kawakami. That is weird to me. The fact that she's a romanceable target is weird to me. Like, that is beyond inappropriate. Or, we were able to grab a seat. Moving on. Why don't you read something until we get there? Thanks to the book on speed reading, I should be able to do whatever I want. I guess we'll read about Uchiko's story. I forgot we went and bought this book. A heartwarming tale of a dog and his master. It is filled with kindness. Oh, Buchiko, is that the dog statue? Like the dog that stayed put for their owner despite their owner passing away for like a long time and the dog never left that spot? Is that Buchiko? It might be. I don't remember. Anyways. And so, Buchiko kept waiting. Buchiko. The story about this dog makes me cry every time. You still got time to read. Let's go a little further. After his death, the statue of Buchi became a symbol of Shibuya. Okay, yeah, I was spot on the money. That is such a bittersweet story. Like, basically a dog's owner passes away. I don't remember exactly how. And every day the dog sits in one spot waiting for them to return, but they never do. So, yeah. So you finished reading Buchiko's story. A dog who kept waiting for his master in Shibuya, huh? A noble and loyal friend to the end. I have to admit, this story moved me. Can't you feel it warm your heart too? Oh, it makes me very, very sad, actually. I'm not sure about heartwarming. What is the definition of heartwarming? I'm not sure. Makes me super sad is heartwarming. Oh, I was at the station. I'd say that was an efficient use of your time. I feel like we've got to be so close to kindness. We're just not getting there.
Textbooks open to page...
Picking up from last time, we were talking about the French Revolution. Having executed the royalty, the revolutionaries proceeded to take the courts under their control. All who opposed the revolution were executed. However, the revolutionaries too were then reviled as despots and executed by the public. Many people were executed during the French Revolution. The fact that this many executions were possible was actually due to one specific invention, the guillotine, who the inventor of was also executed with a guillotine. Amamiya-kun, take a look at this.
What is the answer?
This is a guillotine, a tool which allowed for mass executions. Now, do you know who invented this instrument? It was Guillotine. His name was literally Guillotine. Yeah. You know what? I am so confident with myself on this one. I'm just gonna click it. I'm not gonna hit network this time.
This is it.
I'm just that confident with that one. That's correct. This tool is named after him, and it is also his death weapon. By the way, Charles Henry Sanson, the famous executioner, it said that he killed 2,800 people with the advent of the guillotine. It may look cruel, but it delivered a swift, painless execution, regardless of one's social status. It wouldn't be an exaggeration to say that it embodied the French spirit of equality. Wow, really? He must be really smart. He's kind of smart, isn't he? Really smart to answer a question like that. Those are all always the same. I think there's a couple different ones that the other students can say, but it's very little difference. Revolution is sometimes a bloody thing. The revolutionaries that rose up for freedom became despots themselves. It's a common tale. Our
That
social,
means
our social reform doesn't hurt anybody in the real world. It's a bloodless revolution. Bum ba-dum ba-dum bum bum ba-dum bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum.
do you know the answer?
Therefore, in this context, the nuance of the idiom is the complete opposite. I saw a lot of errors on the previous test, so please be more careful in the future.
Hey!
Excuse me, no sleeping in class. Today's examples will be on your entrance exam, so make sure you know them. Oh, what's up with Kawakami? She looks really tired. I talked to her this morning about my future, and she was super polite. Friendly, even. Yeah, I know what you mean. She even gave me advice about my girlfriend.
Yes.
Now that she's back on her feet, Kawakami seems to be working hard as a teacher. Yay! It worked, yay! Two IMs currently waiting for us. Makoto and Futaba. Both have rank ups to do. Shinya is also out and about. Futaba or Makoto, they both have what could be really good events. Futaba's thing allows us to do instant hold-ups without going through the whole fights. And Makoto will tell us if an enemy will repel or, nullify or whatever the third one is where they actually get health when you hit them. Shadow Factorization. Repel Drain, that's what it's called. So that's very good. Futaba's is also very good. Futaba is also pretty far behind? I don't know. Makoto's next few ranks, she has that one, which is really good, but after that, it's probably going to be, like, one more combat-based one. Yeah, she's going to get Endure or something like that, and then... I don't know, there's probably for something rank 10. So one good ability, and then after that, it's going to be okay stuff. Futaba, I feel like, is just going to have a lot of good abilities hiding behind hers, and that I'm going to want pretty soon. So let's go see Futaba, shall we? Back streets. Oh yeah, I can just look at the messages. Hang you free. Actually, don't answer that. You're always free. Rude. So I have a proposal. Want to work on the promise list? Of course, I do not have a hermit persona right now, so I need to go grab one. Why do I never have the right personas? Okay, so I'm in the Velvet Room. I need to make a spot open for a hermit persona. So I've started looking at some things, and I started looking at the network fusion thing. And I could have done a fusion using the Kopa Tengu we got for Kawakami, because we don't really need this anymore. She's sitting at level 9, and if I need to do events for any more kindness points, I'm just going to need to do one event anyways. So having things probably not going to matter. But apparently this thing changes in real time. I thought it was every minute, but it doesn't appear to be every minute now. Because I've looked at these things and they've changed like 3 or 4 times, and I've just been in here the entire time. Oh yeah, it just changed again as soon as I switched over to something else. Oh, it literally changes every time I switch to something else. Okay. Okay, this is continuing to be weirder than I think it is. Like, I could have sworn I just looked at something else and then looked back and it was still the same. I don't know. I'm just gonna make this thing real quick.
The skills you'd like to inherit.
I don't really care. I really don't really care about you. Glutton Mouth? Although you're not gonna really healing much. And you're not really doing much in the way of magic. I don't know, maybe I should try and make this persona at least somewhat good, instead of just settling for that. Fortuna we need. Horus, I want to keep. Just because it's a cool persona. I don't need regular Magatsu. I have Picaro version, which is just better. And if I use this to fuse, I had seen this thing fusible into the hermit persona here.
Not terrible. Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
Although now it has different ones. I don't know. Network fusion continues to be a weird thing I
Now
don't fully
choose.
understand, but it has some cool things going for it. Let's just do this
You
fusion
okay with
instead.
this? Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
I don't care too much about this. Let me just go through all this and I'll be back. Okay, now I have the right persona. Let's go do this thing. Yeah, I still don't really understand how network fusion works. I suppose it can help you get a random thing and it can give you special things, but like it's so chance-based that you're actually gonna cycle to something good. And it's not like I can even use like search by what I'm going to get or see what I have so that I can specifically get specific skills. I have to rely on getting lucky with what I can fuse and with what I can fuse with. So I don't know. It's a cool thing that exists. I'm probably not going to use it. Let's go see Futaba. Excellent, then let's formulate a plan at LeBlanc. Not like there are any customers here today.
Hmm.
The next promise on the list is go to school. Right, it's after school. Pretty hard stuff for the second boss. It's gonna be even harder knowing there are people there too.
All right, let's do it.
Well, ain't no time like the present. Come on, let's go.
Huh? You're going to school? But it's already done for the day. Oh, never mind. Just go have some fun.
Yay! Oh yeah, I need to go find if a new kindness book or movie before we do another event after this. Here we are, school. I think my heart's gonna pop out of my chest. Hey, Makoto. Oh, what are you doing here? Well, Aw. I see. A promise list, like what you used to make with your mother. Well, do you want to come in? Can I use a Go-M instead? I think that's the item to become invisible and not fight enemies. Let's do this together. I was hoping you'd say that. I'm sure you'll be fine. Most of the students have already left, and all the teachers are in a meeting. Oh, and I'll join you. I can use my position as student council president to avoid any problems that may arise.
Really?
You're incredible! Aww. If I've got you two with me, this place is gonna be as easy as fighting a trash mob. I'm not sure I understand. That's a good thing, right? Oh, Futaba, we might need to tone down the gaming terms for Makoto here. Anyway, come on, I'll show you around the school. This is the cafeteria, where some students choose to eat lunch. Lunch. That reminds me of this time I was the only kid who didn't get a pudding with my meal. Oh, and this other time I ate a strawberry with ketchup on it, or I didn't notice because they're both red. It was really gross. Sweat drops. Anyway, the cafeteria is pretty boring, huh? Let's move on. Oh my, Futaba. This is the school library. We have all the regular academic fare here. Textbooks, encyclopedias, study guides. But we also have a few manga and light novels at the request of some especially vocal students. So many books. Do you like to read, Futaba? Back in middle school, or back in elementary school rather, I memorized the titles of all the books on the shelf in just one glance. The other kids thought I was making it up when I told them, though. But then when I recited all the titles to prove it, they just laughed and called me a freak. Oh, poor Futaba. Am I weird, Arden? No, you're talented. I bet they were just surprised. No, you're talented. Don't worry about what they said. I don't want to be talented if it's gonna creep people out. Ugh, school is the worst. Sweat drops. This is going great. Well, should we move along? Poor Makoto's just trying to help, and it's just not going well. Only the classrooms remain, though on second thought, maybe we should pass on those today. Hmm, shall we head back to the entrance? I'm sorry, Futaba.
No.
Don't be, it's my fault. I remembered all that sad stuff on my own. I guess dwelling on the past is just a bad habit of mine, huh? I think it's cute. Everyone does it. It's no need to beat yourself up about it. For real? So you do it too, Arden? That means we're the same.
But
Honestly, Futaba, it's clear how much you've improved recently. You would never have gotten so worried about this before. Huh? What I mean is, worrying about something is the first step towards changing it. Coming to school like this is a huge breakthrough, Futaba. You're doing great, right, Arden-kun? Yes, of
Ooh.
course.
a new discovery.
Wait, so you're happy with me even though I got totally depressed? Is this like that saying about when life gives you lemons? Maybe I could make lemonade for the Phantom Thieves. Figuratively speaking,
You're right.
that would be wonderful. Oh yeah! Futaba seems enthusiastic. Aww. The Hermit reaches rank 4. Position hack. Chance to instantly hold up enemies when starting a battle. Nice.
Alright.
Basically, that just means a free all-out attack or a free chance to get a persona every time. Or a lot more often, I should say. I'm sure you would make a lot of friends if you decided to come to school now, Futaba. Friends... Futaba? Oh, nothing. Maybe it's a bit too early for that. Alright, I went back to school, so that means promise number 2 is all done.
Okay, going home.
Anyways, let's retreat for now. I've had enough of people. What are you feeling for dinner? How about curry? It's not like that's
Okay.
every meal we eat or anything. It's time to make like a rabbit and hop on out of here. Okay, Futaba's very easily one of my favorite confidants. Oi! Thanks a bunch for showing me around school today. Feeling crazy fulfilled, but also super tired, but to be honest, TBH. I can't believe everyone runs such a high-level dungeon every single day. You guys really are OP. I get the sense I'll level up faster if I stay close to you, but I still think I'd run out of MP way too fast. The real world is a scary place. We'll take it slow. I'll help you anytime. Really? I still gotta work on it, huh? So much for taking it easy on me. But I do feel like I'm making a lot of progress thanks to you, Arden. I'm gonna keep going at my own pace for my next goal, too. Gotta focus on healing when you need it, right? And I can't just keep getting carried through all this. I gotta learn how to fend for myself. Okay, later. Bye, Futaba. Bum, bum,
Ah, you're back.
You're back.
We got 1 AM. Ooh, crossword. Let's see what it's all about. And Big Bang Burgers on TV again. Lunar viewing. Satellites? Lunar viewing satellites? Maybe? I think satellites makeable with those letters, if I remember how to spell it. Buzzkill victim. The vibes? Fun? No idea. Prayer sites, like a temple or... Yeah, it looks like that's probably temple. Church would also fit, but we don't have the letters for it, so... Never mind, there's no P's. Do not give up. Keep trying. Should I start over? Yes. Prayer sites. It's not temple, shrine. Shrine we have the letters for. All of those are 6 letters long. I just realized that. All the words that might mean something, if not the same, very similar, just have the same amount of levels. Letters, blah. Lunar Viewing Festival. Okay, the Lunar Viewing Festivals must be a specific festival, so this must really be fun. And many lack time for these. Hobbies, games. It looks like it's probably games, if I had to guess, but let's just spell this word correctly, shall we? Ah. Oh, fun in games, people lack time for. But it looks like we got it. I've got it. The answer is festival. Tsukimi is a traditional festival for viewing the moon in the fall. There are even special terms for watching the moon during rainfall or in the new phase. When preparing Tsukimi Dango, or Dango, I'm sure, the proper number to stack depends on the date. If attending Tsukimi on the 15th, stack 15 Dango. If on the 12th, stack a dozen. Yes!
I see.
Oh wow, even I couldn't figure that one out. I like these little bits where we get to learn a bit more about culture through, like, fun crossword puzzles and whatnot. Plus, we get a little bit of extra knowledge points for it. What's on TV? Our next topic, Okumura Foods. Today we take an in-depth look into Kunikazu Okumura, the man who made the chain what it is today. Mr. Okumura is well connected in various industries, and it's even rumored he may enter politics. The news is talking about Haru's dad. It seems he's got influence in all sorts of different areas. Let's go check the plant, and though I'm assuming it's still fine, I think we did it like 2 days ago.
Nice.
It's probably not going to need anything until after the change of heart. Sojiro's out of it for right now. Ifumi's not out and about. So I guess we're just going to go spend time with a friend. Before we do, I want to go visit all the bookshops, see if I can't find a better book, because I really don't need this one on Guts right now. I am looking specifically for kindness. So I'm going to go see if I can't hunt one down, and then I'm going to go see Chihaya, I think. I'm stopping by the lottery thing. I just bought a lottery ticket for this one. Let's see if we win on a scratcher. We've won on exactly 2 in the entire series out of about a 20. Go for the right. Womp womp. Womp womp.
Okay, come
Womp
on.
womp. Oh, come on. I win more on scratchers in real life. Like, and that's almost never. Anyways, I still have yet to make it to a single bookstore like I said I was going to. I think I already looked through this one on camera before. But knowledgeable, girls with unique taste, knowledge. Yeah, this one didn't have anything we would really be looking for. It's just a bunch of places to go out for and then knowledge, I think. I'll probably buy all those eventually. Anyways, there are a couple other bookstores for me to check out real quick. I'm in Akihabara right now at one of the old shops. I basically just started looking at a whole bunch of stuff. I thought that there was this new thing Seeker's Tools for the expert level craftsman. Improves skills for making infiltration tools. I didn't realize I could just go buy, like, items that will make me better at things. Then there's also this PC tool set. I had seen this before and assumed it was some sort of gift. But it doesn't actually have the gift symbol. I wasn't paying attention to that. So this is an actual PC tool set that I can buy as well. I thought this was like a gift specifically for Futaba, but it's not. I'm gonna buy both of these. Oh, I can literally only buy one of them too, so that's something different. I'm just gonna buy both of those. I'm curious if I missed anything else like that at any other shop. That's probably worth looking into. Otaku Good Shop?
Welcome.
Okay, this one is specifically all gifts. You can see the difference. They're literally like presents instead. Did I miss anything in here?
Welcome.
Okay, no. Those are all like that. And then the other one was just the retro game shop, which I've already bought everything in, so...
Hey.
Yeah. This was supposed to just be a book hunt, but that's not going too great. But other things, on the other hand, are popping up on and about. Hello there. Excuse me, do you have some free time? It seems I got stood up. How about a date with me? For 6,000 yen an hour, you can rent me as your girlfriend. What a good business. A rental girlfriend, huh? You've never heard of it? We provide pseudo-romantic moments. Of course, the relationship only exists in that moment. No matter how serious it feels, it won't go any further than that. Oh, sorry, I was just talking to myself. Please forget I said that. I guess 6,000 yen is a bit much for a kid, but I need the money, dang it. Yeah, nope, not gonna do it. I forgot the twins actually had an event too. They just want us to take they want us to take them to Destiny Land. But if they happen to give us a high counter skill card, that would be really good, because we need it for their next and last rank. Oh no. Now, I have accidentally entered a situation where I want to go to every place and check out every store now, which is going to take a while. Shinjuku only has a corner store. It doesn't have any other stores. Kichijoji, on the other hand, is full of shops. Now, you know what? This was originally just a plan to look for books, but I guess I'm going to check every shop once again, see if any of them have, like, special items like that PC repair kit. And I think I might have found the thing I was missing. I checked every other store that might have something, except for the ones in the underground of Shibuya. I haven't gone back there. But I found the broken laptop. I'm going to assume this is tied to that PC repair kit. It just feels like it probably is. Let's just buy this, and I might... Thank you. And I might as well buy this Gambla Goemon. It's a charming game, which means we don't really care about it, but I might as well buy it anyways. It's so weird that this says sold out instead of bought. I don't understand it. It's a weird thing that it has both listed in there. Oh, that man's super drunk. I don't really like getting close to him. So I guess I have a couple other shops to check out in Shibuya real quick. It's kind of interesting to go back and see what I might have missed along the way. So this place has a bunch of shops. A lot of them might have something. Probably not, though. Then we need to really decide on something, because I'm just running around doing odd jobs right now. I didn't find anything else interesting except for a stupidly expensive fishing rod. I am never going to go fishing. Ever. We went fishing for one event one time with Ryuji, which unlocked the ability for us to do it again, and I don't think I am ever going to. Like, there are so many other important things that we need time of day for. Like, what good thing would be worth giving up other good things for? That I could possibly get out of fishing? No idea. Anyways, I've spent enough time just running around doing random stuff. Let's go see Chihaya. We're going to spend time of day with her, I think. Or I go to the twins event.
Hi.
I don't know. Those are just gifts. This one is
Thanks for dropping
just
by.
gifts and mega fertilizer. Oh yeah, there's a bookstore here. I went looking for all the other bookstores and forgot about this bookstore.
What do you want?
Flowerpedia for anyone in the flower industry might help with your baseball skills. Improve skills of making infiltration tools. Okay, so another thing to just make more infiltration tools. Might as well. I'm just gonna buy all 3 of these books. I can read them eventually. I don't know if I'm ever really gonna go batting again. I think that was just like proficiency, which is not a skill we really need. Come here again. Maybe you'll find another book that will pique your interest. They literally just bought out the entire store. Yeah, let's just spend the time with Chihaya, shall we? The Empress card, this continues to be the same. Let's do a verification test. I can feel I can become closer. I don't think my bond will deepen just yet. Sure. Maybe I should invite her to Booktown. Sure, why not? Jinbocho, there's a lot of used bookstores there. It's a bit far off. It's a bit far, but let's go. I wonder if the stores are still open. They are. I just went there. They didn't have any new books for me to read or buy. I see the prices are at a used bookstore. I see the prices at a used bookstore are all so low. There's a lot here. Which ones would be good as reference? Autobiographies of great people, books on business, whatever is popular. Autobiographies of great people, people who with the strength of will to change their fates, would be what I was thinking.
Mm-hmm.
The lives of people who have left their names in history. True, those would be worth reading once. There is a lot to learn from their stormy lives. Also, you know those self-help books? With those, you feel like just reading them is enough. You end up not actually helping yourself. I'd like to learn the ideas expressed in those books and use them to help my customers. Okay. Actually looking at one of those books and saying, some of this is useful, some of this isn't. What can I use to help me, myself and others? Is kind of what you need to go into those with. Huh? That used bookstore sign says Study of Destiny. But a fortune-telling specific shop? Amamiya-san, let's go check it out. I feel like my bond with Chihaya will grow stronger soon. Yay! I feel like this place could feel like a second home. Thank you so much for today. No problem, Chihaya. We're about to hit 90% and we're closing in on the day. Oh, it's been a while since we got one of these. If the Phantom Thieves are doing it, then it shouldn't be a problem. Really though, who are they? If I met them, I would be... I met them, it would be love at first sight. What are they waiting for? Hurry up and do it already. Heroes have an obligation to rescue the weak. Yeah, it's definitely getting a bit rowdy with all our fans. Shibuya, people watching, 777. Makoto's not out. Takemi is, but obviously we can't do her next event because she doesn't have one. So right now it's just Yusuke for the daytime events. Actually coming into an area where we're running out of events to do in both nighttime and daytime. Although we're running out of days before the next big event anyway, so don't look at me like that. I don't think I've ever read that before. Actually, who is left? These two were special story based. You actually only have 4 more events for daytime. 5 more, so 9 daytime events, 4 nighttime. 3 more on both of them, 4 more nighttime on you. Okay, yeah. So we have a lot that are very close to done, and then a lot that we have barely scratched the surface, or literally not done anything with minus getting their events. So, okay. I guess since it's the only one we can do right now, might as well just go see Yusuke. And yeah, we'll do this one last event and then end off for today, I think. I'm watching people in Shibuya right now. I thought it might get the creative juices flowing. I must say, though, I doubt I will be able to calm down until the results are made clear to us. For now, I plan to continue people watching in Shibuya. Let me know if you need anything. Seems like Yusei hasn't gone home yet. Want to go see him for a bit? Sure. I'm heading over. Okay, I'm in the underground passage. I don't know if I have an Emperor persona. I don't think I do. Of course I don't. Back to the Velvet Room. Okay, Emperor persona gathered.
By the way,
Meanwhile, I'm here to observe the public in an attempt to refresh my mind. Do you need something? Oh yeah, I can have him copy skill cards, that's right. Is there any skill card I would want you to copy? Though you wish to take advantage of our deal. I understand. What are you going to ask Yusuke to do today? Duplicate or create? Hey, you've never duplicated anything before. We should ask again if you tried out. Skill card creation is limited to the card you have duplicated in the past. Also, blank card will be necessary. All we have to do now is wait. What a nerve-wracking time.
I see.
Do I have a skill card I want you to duplicate? Physical, magical, physical, and passive. Passive. Can I have you turn counter into high counter? Like, is that a thing that will unlock? I mean, null physical is probably a pretty good skill card to have on hand, so I wanted an extra copy. Absolutely.
Very well.
Hand me the cards.
Well then.
I will spend the rest of the day working on it. Come back tomorrow or later to retrieve it.
Can I still do...
By the way,
Okay, I can still spend your confidant event with you, though. Cool. I was a bit scared I wouldn't be able to. I came to see you.
You must have a wealth of free time if that is your decision. You know, I would not have expected my slump to be so stubborn. I will have to take some extreme measures.
Please, Arden, I will need your help again. Could you join me? I can become closer because of that. I will bond grow super and feel what? What's your call? We spend some time with you, Sky? Let's go.
I'm in your debt.
I owe you one. It seems the answer may have been right under my nose the whole time. You will see soon enough. Follow me. Oh.
Yes.
This place has not changed in the slightest. It feels nostalgic, honestly. Indeed it does. I haven't come back here since I moved away. The truth is, despite my best efforts to convey the meaning of the heart, I am no closer to understanding it. Such a troublesome roadblock never presented itself to me while I was living here. As you know, I spent most of my young life in this very house. That is why we have come now. I wish to reevaluate myself within its decrepit walls. By coming to this place, I may be able to rekindle the passion for art I once held. The passion of an inquiring mind on the hunt for pure beauty before I learned of Matarame's foul nature. It won't open. I'm assuming this place was probably foreclosed or, like, taken by the banks? Maybe? I mean, I think that's a thing that can happen. Like, your property can be seized if you're convicted of large enough crimes in the US, especially if said money was taken from illegitimate means. No idea if that's also a thing in Japan or not. I don't know. I'm assuming something happened with this place. It won't open. No, I surely left it unlocked.
How could this be?
What? The door has jammed. I suppose it was quite an old door to begin with. It had begun to rust even while I was a pupil here. It seems now it has finally broken. We should get it fixed.
No.
That is a nice idea, but I am unfortunately not the owner of the house. I cannot call a locksmith. I wish I could fix it myself. But I struggle with mechanisms as complex as this. I do not have the steady hand required to mend them. But you have a steady enough hand to paint all the time? I think I'll be able to fix the door with my current proficiency. Cool.
Oh.
Usually we would learn, like, before we started the event if we would have needed, like, proficiency 4 or 5. But this time it waited until we were quite a ways in. Martin, you are capable of fixing it. You never cease to amaze me.
Let us be off.
Let us head inside.
I see.
The police confiscated everything. You know, I lived here not long ago, yet it feels almost like the distant past at this point. I mean, what? It's been like 4 months real time? Like 6 months in game or something? Like 5 months in game? Being here has brought back memories, though. Whenever I acted out of line, I was made to sit calmly in this corner. And over here was a bookshelf filled to the brim with various tomes. It contained art compilation books for the most part, but there were a few manga tucked away as well. At times I would take a break from my art to hide and read them. This is also where we would gather to eat when the atelier still had a large pupil count. Sensei is particularly fond of salty food, so... Sensei, what am I saying? Why do I still treat him as my mentor? How long will I allow him to control my life? Are you okay? Some things are harder to get over than others, and you've been through a lot. Are you okay? Yes, my apologies. The truth of the matter is, I used to paint in this room, and I did it simply for the joy of painting. No matter what I took as my subject, my hands would move of their own accord to capture its essence. But back then, I only saw the superficial beauty of the world. I could not see the grime beneath it. After learning the truth behind Matarame's actions, though, everything changed. I strove to fight back against the newfound ugliness I saw, to display my talent to those who mocked me. I needed to do whatever it took to validate my artistic ability. In that search for meaning, darkness took hold of me.
How could this be?
Ultimately, I began to emulate that which I had so deeply despised in Madarame. You know, Paul's told me something very interesting when I was staying with you at that one night in LeBlanc. He said, He didn't believe Madarame took me in for my skill alone. I suppose now I think about it, there would be no way to know whether or not I would have been talented. Pardon, why do you think Madarame decided to take me in? He somehow knew you had skill. I couldn't possibly tell you. Maybe he was sympathetic in his own way and just got twisted in the end. So we return to the matter of the heart, yet again. It truly is a mysterious beast. Even the most evil people sometimes have that glimmer of good in them, so it's hard to judge people purely off their worst actions, I suppose. Even after learning the ugliness of his true nature, a part of me still believes in my former mentor. I simply cannot come to terms with the stark dualities presented to me. The humble house in that loathsome palace, the kind teacher and the fiendishly deceptive artist. It seems even the workings of my own heart are inexplicable. What then of my search for pure beauty?
Hello? Is someone there? I'm coming in.
This is a problem.
Could that be the police?
I was wondering who could have been in here.
You're the man from the exhibition. The art critic that said my work was lacking something. I don't remember exactly what he said. It's been a while.
Indeed. Thank you for your conversation back there. More importantly, though, why are you here? I couldn't help but notice the door was open on my way home from work. Are you perhaps still caught in your slump?
Yes.
How do you know about that?
I know a great deal about you, Yusuke-kun. You've made a name for yourself by patterning your work after the beautifully detailed Sayuri. But that painting at the exhibition was quite different from that. Have you begun trying out new styles? If you'd like, I can advise you. Materials, themes, etc. You seem as though you could use a helping hand right now. Most of your painting was done while living in this residence, correct? Your current lack of patron must be what is holding you back. Please, take my card. I've made a living investing in promising young artists like yourself, Yusuke-kun.
Oh.
Director of the Japanese Art Support Foundation, Akio Kawanabe. Why have you chosen me? You criticized me so harshly back at the exhibition. Because I feel you have talent. Now my foundation can provide you an environment that will allow you to focus on developing your skills. If such a lifestyle interests you, we can talk further at a later date. As for today, I have business I must attend to, but I hope to hear from you soon.
Yes.
The Japanese Arts Support Foundation. My opportunity may have finally arrived. And it was all because you opened that door for me. Yay, maybe he won't be a literal starving artist anymore. It seems good luck is simply a characteristic of yours.
I'm in your debt.
You have my thanks, Lita. I feel like my bond with Yusuke is growing deeper. Harrison recovery, chance to just recover instantly. Cool.
All right. Shall we return home?
I must be going now. I'd like to think on this some more. We'll see you around, Yusuke. Farewell. I apologize, Arden. I lost my composure today. The emotions I felt in that house still remain with me to this day. I do think it's a good thing that I was able to realize all this. By the way, that gentleman, Kawanabe, was it? What's your impression of him? He had a certain dignity. He seems reliable. I'm not sure. He had a certain dignity to him. It's hard to explain. I had no idea he was the director of art support, but he definitely had a certain presence to him. And he was even able to instantly pinpoint my weakness. He certainly is no ordinary individual. As someone with neither a home nor a patron, I couldn't ask for a better offer. On top of that, I may be able to find a way out of my slump once I can fully focus on drawing. In any case, this deserves serious thought. I may come to you again for some advice. Yeah, Yusuke is working through some things. Although he's only halfway done his events, there's definitely more to it than that.
You're back.
Let's check on TV. We're going to check on the plant, and then we're going to probably end off. Hey there, with the Phantom Thieves Fever at its peak, Phantom fashion is hot right now. It's all about looking fabulous and mysterious at the same time. Girls really like this look, huh? Oh, sure. If I were 20 years younger, I wouldn't mind a Phantom Thief stealing my heart. Okay, then. Check on the plants.
Nice.
Be curious about who the Zyams are. Okay, Futaba bought a dart set. So I bought a dart set online. But Sojiro got mad at me for throwing them in the house. Bleh. Seems like the whole national acclaim thing has us on edge. So let's chill a little.
What do you want to do?
You want to go play darts with Futaba? Oh, I would love to, but not right now. Maybe right now, actually. Hopefully I don't forget about that. Oh, I can do Kawakami's last event right now. I mean, I can do Kawakami's next event whenever I want. But this is a limited time thing. Like, these things are rare. Kawakami I can do whenever I want.
What do you want to do?
You know what? I might as well just do this one last thing. I'm going to forget if I don't do it now. So let's go play darts. Cool, I'll see if anyone else wants to party up. You can head over first. I guess you'll see who responded when we get there. Oh, this is only our second time coming here. Alright, we're here. Now we just have to wait for Futaba. Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Haru and Yusuke.
Well then.
Okay. I'm actually somewhat surprised to see Haru here. I wasn't expecting her to be fully coming into group events like this yet until she's like an actual confidant, but sure. Alright, we finished warming up. As I explained earlier, we're playing O1. We have 5 rounds to bring our score down to 0. And by doing it as a pair, the Phantom Thieves teamwork will strengthen.
Hey.
Okay then, let's begin our team game.
Hey.
Alright, Arden, let's play. The gamer in me is raring to go. As for the rules, it's gotta be 301. 301. Okay, cool.
I'm okay.
Don't worry, where there's a will, there's a way. Let's see, we came here once with Ryuji and then once with Akechi, right? Oh, this is our first time actually playing darts. Hold on, what have I gotten myself into? Use WASD or the mouse to move and J or L to rotate and adjust your aim. Okay. Hold down shift or right click to decide where to throw. If your aim shifts, you can reset by pressing tab. Press space to throw the dart at the targeted area. The goal of O1 is to lower your score to 0. Press N to check the values in each area, and aim for the best scores using 3 darts per round. Okay, if you don't know, these top farthest points give double whatever the score here is, and then there's a smaller thing here that you can see, which will give triple that score. And then the bullseye gives 50, and the inner bullseye the outer bullseye give... The bowl is supposed to give 25, and the inner bowl gives 50. Basically, it works as the same as those double ones. A bust is when your score goes below 0. The round will end, and the score you obtained will be voided. Stay aware of your current point total. When you are near 0, you will be able to see how to obtain the points needed to check out. Keep an eye out for it. Okay. And your skill will be determined by the challenges. Press Q to view current conditions. Aim to be a highly skilled darts player. What have I gotten myself into?
Sweat it and you'll regret it.
Now then, show me what you got. So, challenge guide. What is this? Okay, challenge guide. Nice one. When 1 dart goes into the bowl and your score is less than 100. Finish. Bring your points to 0. Finish the game with a double, triple, or bullseye. Okay. Ah, my cursor has gotten severely messed up from where that is. J and L will rotate it like this. Okay, center as much as possible. Aim with shift. Okay.
Okay.
3. I got the bowl. Let's aim with right mouse button instead. Got it. I was almost a double bowl. Oh, I'm getting excited. Low ton. Alt for details. What did we just do? Challenge status. Low ton. Not entirely sure what that means. Challenge guide. Can't actually check it. Switch. This is cool. Hey, I'm gonna nail this. No problem. I wasn't expecting it to be this in depth and to have actual dart rolls. This is really cool. I brought us to 198. Okay, now I'm actually playing as Futaba. Or Futaba got... Okay, Futaba's really good at this game. Good to know. All warmed up now. You just gotta go whoosh and then bam.
Your turn now.
I was not expecting Futaba to be a darts shark. Also, these two are here but have not spoken a single line. Do I try and go for the triple 20? That is the highest scoring spot on the entire board. Let's try it. Got it.
Yes.
51. Double 20 and 11 is probably the easiest way to do that. Just a single 20. Can't really get that. Do I just throw this one off and hope Futaba can get it, or do I go for it now? Let's check out the challenge guide again. I was not expecting this to be this in-depth. There's so much going on. All three darts hit that. All three darts hit the same double or triple. All three get the inner bullseye. Okay, obtain a score over 151. Obtain a score between 100 and 150. Oh, that's what low ton means. Cool. Finish the game when your score is over 100. Oh, I could have done that if I had gotten the double 20 there. Finish the game with a double, triple... Okay. There's a lot to this. I'm probably not going to see everything, but whatever. Pick up the 11, I guess. Oh. My last round. Things are getting interesting, as they say.
Leave it to me.
Yeah. This is really fun. This is not what I was expecting. I was just expecting an event. If you have a low score by round 4, your teammate may ask for advice on how they should finish. Answering correctly increases the possibility that they will perform a finishing throw. When your teammate finishes in this way, your synergy with that teammate increases, leveling up your baton pass rank by 2. Okay. Okay. That's cool. This is my chance to finish it. Am I actually getting nervous? The target is a pumpkin. This is real. Want to switch? Huh? Huh? I do not know what this even means. The target is a pumpkin? I want to say that just because it's weird. I don't know what that means. The target is a pumpkin.
Huh? What?
You make it sound so simple. Besides, it looked more like a pizza. I think I answered incorrectly. I answered incorrectly. Which... I miscalculated. Please forgive me.
Your turn now.
Do I just take the easy 20 and end this, or do I go for the double 10 and try to get that extra thing down here? If I mess up... It looks like 100% I can get this. I will. Actually, rotate it like this will probably make this a tiny bit easier. Got it. Master out. Cool, got it. Current skills, beginner dartsman. Interesting. Do we have a hidden dart skill somewheres? I don't know what's going on here, really.
Oh.
Woohoo, 0 points. Yeah, none can beat us. I feel like I've learned something by playing on a team. Baton pass rank 3 maximum. Okay, so Joker gets better after a baton pass. Nice.
What do you think?
Oh, it's my turn next. Let's both do our best. How are things with you? I'm calling it a day. How are things with Haru? Let's check on our friend first. Oh, okay. End style. What does that mean? All skill, all's well. High score without trying, decent luck. Hold on,
What do you think?
oh, do all... Okay, we can't see our own one because I guess I have to do it, but we can see who is good at darts and who isn't.
think?
Okay, let's do it. As for the rules, let's go with 301. I can handle this, I think. Okay, I was not expecting to get stuck into a darts tournament with this little event. Good luck. The important thing is to have fun. Can I pick up triple,
I
double,
know you can do it.
3 double 20s? Can I do it? There's one.
Yes.
There's 2.
Oh.
Oh, no. So that's where you were aiming. Oh, so close. So close. I wish I was this good at darts in real life. Darts is so much fun, but I am absolute trash. Here I go. I'll do my best.
My turn. now.
Yeah. Oh, this is so much fun. Let's see, what's she gonna pick up? 11, triple 12, triple 3. I need 105. Triple 20, double 20, and a 5. Or 2 bullseyes and a 5. It's the 3rd round. I've got a good feeling about this.
Give it your all.
I guess go for the triple 20 and then see from there.
Yes.
Triple 15? Oh, what was that bounce? That was weird. Triple 10 or triple 15? Gotcha. Finish, master out, high out. Experienced dartsman. Cool. We did not even get the chance because I finished the game too early.
Superb.
I think you kind of want to, like, slow down a little bit and let it get to rank 4 and let your teammate finish it, actually. It's probably the best for the baton pass up. Oh, look, 0 points. Wow, I feel so accomplished.
I think I get it now.
Rank 2 damage up HP recovery. Oh, this is so much fun, and it's got some real good boosts. Aside from all that precise throwing, I can tell you've grown somewhat though. Proficiency points? Yes.
I had so much fun.
Oh, play a game of darts. It was so fun to play with everyone. I didn't even realize how into it I was. We did not get a friendship point with Haru because she doesn't have that yet. But we did it with Morgana, who doesn't use those? I'm confused.
That should do it for now.
We can train up and have fun at the same time. This is a pretty handy place. Also, why was Yusuke here? Yusuke did absolutely nothing that entire event besides just stand awkwardly in the background. Well, goodbye for now. Maybe if I had said no to Haru, Yusuke would have popped up and we would have been able to do one with him? I don't know. Oh, it didn't even just pretend to do like a daytime event or cycle through. It was just like, okay, you're going to school. Your school's out. Okay. But anyways, let's look at this real quick. Shinya, Ryuji, and Makoto. Makoto, we could do our next event with her. Shinya, we could do that. I mean, it's gonna be Makoto, right? I still have a priestess persona. Yes, I do. I'm just gonna go stand in front of the student council office so I remember about this next time. Assume I can remember where the student council office is. Teleportation powers, go! But anyways, let's pop in a quick save right here. Now, I want to thank you very much for watching. I hope you've enjoyed as much as I have, and hope to see you next time. So without further ado, take care, everybody.